Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Educational Technologies Sales Training videos. These videos are no substitute for the formal training program offered by our distributors. Actually, it's best to watch these videos during your training program at home to reinforce all the script and the emotion and the expression you are learning in the classroom. Watching these videos frequently can help you learn the script and master the expression and the emotion. These videos are also available to watch and download from etlsalesforum.com. Then you can watch them on QuickTime, iTunes, and even your iPod. Let's get started. Remember, we do not handle objections at the time of the first close. As soon as we get an objection, we move on to the product presentation. The prospect might say, "That's too expensive." And your response will be, "It is. Let me show you some more." The prospect might say, "I want to ask my husband." And you would say, "Of course, I understand. Let me show you some more." Or the prospect might say, "Do I have to buy the whole program?" And your response will be, "Of course not. You don't have to buy anything. Let me show you some more." And that's when you get back to the prospectus and start with the presentation of CFL or English time. In this video series, we were only able to cover a product presentation of Charles' First Library of Learning. But the other 4 will be coming soon in the next video series. Notice how we cover all the features and benefits of the Charles' First Library of Learning through the rabbit page of the prospectus, and how we lead into Walter. Once you take out Walter, don't get carried away. Just one example per spread is usually enough. Let's see. So Winnie, does this make it easier than that?
Oh yeah, but do I have to buy the whole thing?
Winnie, you don't have to buy anything. Let me show you some more. Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Here you go. Knowledge? We call this Child's First Library of Learning. What does it do for Michelle and Johnny? Provides knowledge of all the 4 key areas, remember? Life, nature, science, and our world. Stimulates curiosity, answers their questions, builds the habit of reading and a love of learning. That's what you want?
Yes.
Right? Okay, so let's take these books out and have a look at these beautiful covers, aren't they?
Yes.
Do you feel like picking a book and opening it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so let's open a book, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
All right.
What do you see?
Pictures.
Exactly. You see photos and pictures and illustrations and cartoons. When you see all of this beautiful, colorful page, what happens?
Get me interested?
Exactly. It gets you interested. That's what happens with Michelle. These are to attract Michelle's attention and hold it. And all of this also helps in the retention of knowledge for your kids. Right? And you feel like reading the book because you're interested. So as soon as you read it, you see there's a question: why are rabbits' ears long? And when somebody asks you a question like that, what happens? It stimulates your curiosity, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
You feel like you want to know the answer?
Yes, yes.
And so you start reading it, all right? So if you read this, it gives you a very simple answer, which is, all the animals want to eat the rabbit.
Oh yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So rabbit's long ears actually help him to hear better.
Oh yeah.
So he can protect himself.
Okay.
Run away when he hears a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah? Which is a simple question, simple answer, which is great.
Yeah.
But it doesn't end there. What is this?
Try this.
Try this, exactly. On many pages you find a try this box, which is actually to encourage Michelle to learn by doing.
Right.
So when you learn something by doing it, You remember better, don't you?
Yes, yes.
So this one suggests you to try something interesting. It says, put your hands like this. Do you want to try with me?
Yeah.
And then put it behind your ears.
Okay, like this.
Just behind your ear. Exactly. Open it a little bit like that.
All right.
And can you hear better?
Yes.
Put your hands down. This one is better.
No.
Try this again.
This is
You can
better.
hear better, right?
Yes.
You see what has happened? You've just learned something by doing it.
Oh, yes.
And you always remember that when there are big ears, you hear better,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so sometimes few pages will have try this. It doesn't end there. What's that?
Mini data.
Mini data. Now this provides further relevant information,
All right.
and this expands the understanding even more.
Okay.
Now this one here tells you that rabbit can actually move his ears left and right and front and back.
Really?
One of the very, very few, perhaps the only animal that can do that. We can't move our ears like this, can we? Rabbit can.
Really?
So if the sound is coming from there, he runs there.
Okay.
Sound coming from there, he runs that way.
Oh, I don't know that.
That's brilliant, isn't it? Now you see, we've just read a little bit and we have learned so much already, haven't we?
Yeah.
That's the beauty of the series. Every time you open a page, you learn so much.
Yeah. It's very interesting.
And this one in particular is one of those questions which has more than one answer. We
Okay.
understand one answer, right?
Yeah.
Here is another answer, which is another reason why rabbit's ears are long. And you know what that is? Rabbit's long ears actually help him to keep cool.
Oh, really?
So what happens is when the rabbit is running, you see that rabbit is running, it sticks the ears like that, and the wind touches the ears and it helps him to stay cool.
Interesting.
That is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now if you explain that to Johnny, what do you think will happen?
You get very excited.
Of course.
Yeah.
And chances are that Johnny will also ask you, Mommy, what about the other animals?
Oh, yeah.
You know how children are?
I think so.
You give them one answer, they ask you more
keep on
questions,
asking,
they give
keep
you
on
more.
asking.
And so if you tell them that rabbit's ears help him to keep cool, he will ask you, what about the other animals? How do they keep cool?
Okay.
This series anticipates that.
All right.
And that's why there are these follow-up questions which delights Michelle and Johnny with additional information.
Okay.
That's what this is, right? The information is just building up. Goes on and on, right? And here is the answer.
All right.
So how do horses and human beings, what do we do? How do we keep cool? We sweat.
Wet, yeah.
That's how we keep cool. And that's what horses do. How does an elephant keep cool?
Oh, flap the ears?
Exactly. It flaps the ears and keeps cool.
Okay.
What does a dog do? Sticks the tongue out.
Okay.
Did you know
Yeah.
that the tongue is to actually keep the dog stay cool?
Yeah.
What does a bear do? Goes in the water.
All right. Interesting.
And that's how all these animals keep cool.
Okay.
And then there is note to the parents.
Right.
Now this is further explanation, in-depth information to help you understand better and explain it even better to Johnny and Michelle.
Amazing.
Wouldn't that be helpful? That is on
Yeah.
every page.
Right.
Now you see, we've learned so much with just one question. This series is in a double page format,
Okay.
which helps you focus better on one theme at a time, although there's so much here you learn. So every time you just open a page anywhere in the middle, you learn something, you put the book back.
All right.
That's the benefit of a double page spread with one question at a time.
All right.
And there are 24 books like that, which means the series will answer any question that Michelle and Johnny would ever ask.
Right. Amazing.
And this series, durable binding, hardcover and durable binding, which means this is going to last for years. Is that beautiful?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.